Welcome to my list of must-have skills for software developers. These are the most relevant skills for a software developer that I discovered during over a decade of working as a professional. Now, this is of course a subjective matter, and you will find different lists by different people, especially regarding the order. Still, I think most of the following skills will be on nearly anybody else's lists too. But I'm pretty sure my personal number one most relevant skill for a software developer is not to be found on many other people's lists, especially not from those who are stuck in prejudices. Let's see if you agree with me or not. So, without further ado, let's get started. Here are my top 7 skills every software developer needs to be successful. At number 7 is continuous learning. And let me tell you, this one has been a constant companion on my coding journey. In the fast-paced world of software development, being open to learning continuously has kept me on the cutting edge and helped me to keep on top of the latest technologies and industry trends. But it's not just about keeping up. It's also about nurturing your personal career and your professional growth over time. By continuous learning, you make sure to stay in demand and to secure your high market value. Next up, at number 6 is critical thinking. Let me share a personal revelation. Navigating through complex problems requires more than just managing time. Developing a keen sense of critical thinking has been my secret weapon. It's about analyzing situations, making informed decisions, and ensuring that every line of code serves a purpose. It's not just about ticking off tasks. It's about crafting solutions with intention and finesse. I try to constantly keep on challenging the status quo, because that is what brings value to my employer and in the end what my bosses pay me for. Not doing so would mean to settle with the current situation. But in our world of software development, there is always room for improvement. At number 5, I put attention to detail. This one's a bit like a secret weapon in my coding arsenal. I've learned that the little things matter. Catching those tiny bugs early, writing code with precision, and delivering software that goes above and beyond user expectations. And yes, sometimes this means to think minutes about a good name for a function or a variable. For me, it makes the difference between good and exceptional. Coming in at number 4 is adaptability. Let me share a secret. The tech world loves to throw curveballs. Embracing change and staying adaptable has been my key to staying relevant. It's not just about learning the latest buzzwords. It's about being ready for whatever the coding world throws my way. Sometimes I need to catch it. Sometimes I need to dodge it. Not being able to adapt would make us irrelevant over the short or the long run. We don't want to be replaced by AI sooner or later, do we? Claiming the third spot is the art of problem solving. Because in the end, coding is like solving a big puzzle. And like in a real puzzle, sometimes I take a piece into my hands and immediately know where to put it, because my intuition tells me so. But other times, I need to search all over the place to find the right spot for that part of the puzzle. Mastering problem solving has not only made me a more efficient developer, but has unlocked new levels of coding proficiency. This is a skill that evolves over time and can only grow by practice. But it can make you so valuable to have that skill and to keep on improving it. We're getting close. Place 2 goes to communication. When I was at the beginning of my career as a software developer, I thought coding was a solo gig, having in mind that stereotypic hacker guy we all know from countless movies. But as I got more experienced, I learned that communication is key to being a professional software developer. It is very seldom that you work on a project in isolation. So you need to communicate with your team. be it face-to-face when discussing technical decisions, or be it a merge request that you review. You need to make sure your counterpart understands what you are talking about. And it makes you really stand out of the crowd if you can clearly communicate with your peers, your bosses, and non-technical colleagues. One good practice for me is to try and explain to my non-techie family what I'm currently doing at work. If I can make them understand, I probably also can make my colleagues understand. And finally, drum rolls please. Place one of the skills that I find most relevant for a software developer, and my personal favorite goes to creativity. Now, this might come as a surprise to you. Indeed, creativity is not among the skills that people usually associate with software development. But for me, it clearly is. I think you can become a decent programmer without being creative. But to really become a pro, you definitely need it. Creativity enables me to think outside of the box, to try different and unusual approaches to solving a problem, to come up with unexpected solutions to hard problems. Sometimes crafting software really is more like painting a picture or composing a symphony rather than building a house. For code, it is not enough to be functional. It needs to be beautiful and elegant. So there you have it. The skills that have shaped my coding journey and that I think every software developer needs to really become a master of our craft. What do you think about these skills? Do you agree with them, or do you have strong objections? Are you missing a skill that you'd expect to be on the list? Did you expect my personal number one to be creativity? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. And as always, if you found this video useful, please like and subscribe to get more exciting content on software development for professionals. Good luck on your journey to become a more professional software developer, and I'll see you in the next video.